going on, YouTube? Ishmael here, aka the Ish9. I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick synopsis of my favorite device to come out in a while, the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II. This is my primary device that I pretty much go to for anything. All my content creation has almost pretty much been done on this device. A lot of my entertainment value comes from this device when it comes to music and it comes to watching videos on this beautiful 4K OLED display. It has been all around a great device. I have kept this device from launch until now, currently on the advent of the release of the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III, that I'm going to continue to call Mark II and Mark III throughout the duration of this video, and just in order to shorten that up. I have not had too many issues with this device. I know a lot of people have been discussing some issues that they're having regarding, maybe the front camera not being so great, and it isn't. I'm not going to give Sony any slack for that. That front facing camera is not great. But all in all, for what this device has provided me, it has been a very pleasant experience for me. I love this display. I wasn't making YouTube videos at the time, but finding accessories for this phone was kind of annoying. I'm glad Spigen came through with a few good cases. They dropped a couple different joints that have been beautiful for me. I have maybe 2 or 3 cases from Spigen, and I tried out 6 or 7 other cases from a bunch of other companies. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys my update with this device. I'm currently using, what is this? This is desaturation from my app icons, which is kind of why they look kind of that auburn burnt color with those saturated red, yellows, and oranges. And it's been just a pleasure to use this device. Sony says they're bringing a whole lot more with the Mark III. I did watch the event. We're gonna get 40% louder dual front-facing speakers, which we've lost on a lot of devices. We're gonna get a dedicated remappable button there coming on the side, 40% louder headphone jack. So I assume that DAC amp is gonna be a whole lot better than what it's been so far. The battery life is gonna get a boost to go with that beautiful 4K display, which should now have 120 hertz as well. I believe a boost in charging capabilities. And I'm very excited to see what they're going to bring on that updated device. The only thing that, again, is very annoying is the fact that they kept that same camera technology. I don't know if it's just the form factor or if they're just trying to recycle technology and save some money. At this point, Sony, when you drop a device that's $1,300, gonna be $1,300 plus once someone pays taxes and gets accessories, damn near, $1,500. That's not very excusable. That front facing camera should at least be decent, and it kind of isn't. That front facing camera, it doesn't really do too well outside of extremely well lit conditions. If those conditions aren't extremely well lit, it doesn't do too well. As you can see me right there, and you can see that, man, severe overexposure with that lighting. So it really is trash. They need to do better with that. I can see how that may deter people from getting the Mark III. And you know what? It almost deters me from getting the Mark III because I have the 2, and the 2 is going down in price. You could probably find it now used for about $700-800. And I do believe that that is an excellent price for this device, for what you get with this phone, for all the features and all its capabilities. It is a great device, and we've just been losing good, strong companies that have various emphasis on screen technology and audio experience, that it's not even funny. We have the Asus ROG Phone 5 now that has an 8K DAC in it. I'm not sure how well optimized that is, but Sony makes their own custom built chips for their devices, for not only their smartphones, but for also their high resolution players. And it's top notch. It's definitely top notch. That headphone jack on this device is a little weak. It's a little average, but on that new device, we should get some very good sound quality from out of those. The front facing speakers on this are great, excellent for me and my usage. I love the form factor, and you know, I might just stay with this device and maybe pick up the One Mach 3 maybe a year from now. This is the longest I've kept a phone in a long while, years, honestly. For me to keep a phone for over a year is unheard of for me. So that to me just says that for me, this is my favorite device currently that I have. Some of my other devices are newer. I do have my ZTE Axon 7, and this was my favorite audio device back in the day. This and the HTC U11. The HTC U11, if a lot of you remember, had the very first Type-C DAC, which was just amazing. But this phone right here is my current go-to. I'll probably pick up the LG V60 coming up soon over getting the Mach 3, because that just seems like a more sound purchase. But this is my favorite device, man, and nothing has topped it for me just yet. Just in terms of my usage, I'm very big on content. I'm very big on screen resolution and audio, and this provides all of it for me. And I've had a lot of fun filming video with this thing and trying to figure out the settings that you would normally get on a camera phone, on an actual camera on this phone. That's just been fun to me. And you know, if any of you guys are looking for a great device or are on the fence about whether or not you should get the Mach 3 over the Mach 2, I say at this point in time, get the Mach 2. Save a little bit of money, you know what I mean? This is about half the price of that, used at least. Go ahead and pick this phone up. It's well worth it. It functions great. It's pretty much stock with this device. There's not too much extra frilly stuff with it, but the features are there. I would say the only difference between this and maybe a Pixel device would be the updates and the cameras, especially the front-facing camera. These you got to play with a little bit more. So if you don't mind playing with your devices a little bit and having your presettings on point, the Sony Xperia One Mach 2 is an excellent device. I would like to know you guys' thoughts on the upcoming Mach 3 and whether or not anyone else intends to get that phone. I'll probably pick it up later on in the year, but for now at launch, I won't be doing the pre-order. I don't really need the buds, and I'm not too excited about that price. But so far, the One Mach 2 is my go-to device for almost everything. All right, YouTube, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and get a conversation started. I'd like to know you guys' thoughts on the One Mach 2, its longevity, still getting full days worth of battery use out of this phone, and I'm full blast everything. Full blast screen, full blast notifications, always on, display is on constantly. Editing video on this thing. I'm shooting video, taking photos on this thing, and I can still kind of push a full day nearly out of this device of usage. So yeah, man, Mach 2 over the Mach 3, or just go straight for the gusto and get the Mach 3, let me know.